able to avoid a lot of the crunchy leaves as far as my wind direction. Pretty good. It's taking it right over that water. I'm assuming the deer are not going to come through that water, but you never know. These bucks are insane. Hunting a stand we call Dead End Road. As I was walking in, this area here is part of one of the areas I cleared with my bobcat. Before it was just, it all looked like this nasty buckthorn everywhere. And there's apple trees and acorns. And the only thing I could feed on them was the squirrels and the chipmunks because the deer could not physically even get to them. So I mowed it all down. And I've noticed there's just tons of acorns all over in here, which is perfect. It's exactly what I want. There's still a lot of acorns here. They're very easy to eat. There's water here. There's water there. There's apples. I'm bedding to my south. I'm bedding to my north. So it should be good. This is the first time I've hunted. Well, the second time I've hunted here, but what's funny is this is where we used to park our trucks. And we used to actually just keep a security camera here just to kind of watch our trucks and monitor this road that's in front of me. And we were figuring out that we had tons of daylight activity on this dang road last year during the rut. And we think it's because of these bedding areas. So we did a bunch of work, got it ready, got it prepped, left it alone, and now we're here. So hopefully all this stuff pays off. I'm hoping it will. I have a feeling tonight's going to be a good night. I can't see why not. Alright, well, that was an awesome hunt. I was pretty much covered up in deer the whole time. They are definitely coming here and feeding on these acorns. Then I had hot doe, I think she's hot, come all the way down through here, and she's getting chased around. 2 different bucks after her. All the bucks went to this scrape that I've just found right over my shoulder. So this is perfect. I think I'm going to be able to slip in here tomorrow morning and hunt this. And hopefully she drags a few more big bucks, but she's in this area, so I gotta get right back here. All right. All set up in the tree, ready to rock and roll. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, 2:45. Trying the same spot that I hit yesterday. You know what? It's the best thing I've seen all year. I know there's a hot doe in the area. I don't know that the wind is perfect, but I think it's pretty good actually because every deer that came in yesterday, except the doe and the button buck, came from the west or came from the north. So this northwest wind is blowing up to behind me. Over that little pond, so it could still work out. But anyway, like I said, it's the best thing I got going right now. I mean, it's game on. Let's see if we can pull one out of the bedding area with my dinky set of antlers. Yeah, Smoke City, baby. Boom, that felt good. I've been waiting a long time for that moment right there. Just smoked a beautiful buck. I have no idea who that is. Yeah! There is no question about that shot. Perfect, Smoke City. Boom! Oh, I can't tell you how good that feels. I tell you what the coolest thing is, I did all this work this winter and I mowed all this stuff down and created a hunting spot here that was never here before, and these acorns are raining, the deer couldn't eat on them or feed on them, so I mowed all this stuff down. It's worked in, I don't even know what to say right now. I don't even care, just smoked a giant. I don't even care, that deer's big. That deer's big. Oh my God. I can't tell you how much I needed that. I needed that. After wounding that deer last year, there's not a worse feeling in the world than putting a bad shot on one and going the entire year. The last shot I took on a whitetail, I hit him in the belly. He's still alive. But the one I just shot, he's not. No question. He's done. Toast. Boom chakalaka. Okay. This is important. Who do we do the BBDs to first? I gotta give it to my wife, because she has been a trooper. I've been going every single day. I coach hockey, and it's been insanity with my schedule, and I'm leaving on a tournament Friday for 3 days, November 3rd through the 6th. I gotta call my baby girl. I gotta call her quick and tell her she's gonna have to pick up the dinner, because I'm gonna be out here. BBD. BBD. Yeah. I just smoked a giant. Oh, no. I know, I didn't see a deer the whole time. I didn't see one. I just shot a beautiful buck. I don't even know who he is. He's big. Let me call you back. You were my first phone call. I'll give you a kiss through the camera. Mwah. Okay, bye. All right, well, I just got back to the truck. You know what? I've been trying to calm myself down throughout this entire process and enjoy every moment of it. And we've, of course, got the group text going on, texting with my wife. My dad just texted me. Everybody's all excited, and just got to slow yourself down. So anyway, I'm back at the truck. Got everything collected, organized. I got my deer cart in the truck, and I got Zara on the way. See that? Don't trespass. All right, well, I got a full pass through on this, and as you can see, it is coated in red blood. Spitfire XXX, fully deployed.
Yeah, they don't look a whole lot better than that, buddy.
And trying to knock off. I'm not afraid of getting a little bit of blood in my mouth. But we will have this deer tested for CWD just to make sure. Okay, so from here, he ran on that side of that big clump. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh yeah. I mean, this is about 20 yards from impact. I don't think. You never know. Whitetails are tough.
I'm on blood here. Right there. Shine your light straight in the woods. Come this way. Straight in.
Yeah, baby. White belly, baby. White leg. Oh, dude, he's big.
I told you he's a big deer.
Yes.
Look at this, dude. Hold on a second. Look at this. Hold on. There you go. That's him, eh?
Oh, yes. What a beautiful deer. He's
Probably a 4-year-old.
Yeah, we think so. We don't really know because he busted his rack up so bad the first time we tried to identify him. But we've always called him devil deer because he broke his beam off here and he only had a G2. I even think he broke his brow tines on both sides, and that was 2 years ago. The infamous devil deer. Kept his rack together this year though, thank God. What a beautiful, beautiful deer. And you know what? Oh my God, what a perfect shot. This feels pretty good, man. This clean kill is like so. All right, guys, well, I'll tell you what, I couldn't be happier sitting behind this big, beautiful Northern Illinois buck today. A couple things to take away from this hunt. One, most importantly, doing a bunch of habitat management on your property. This area that I shot the deer in was an area that was completely overgrown with buckthorn and honeysuckle and multiflora rose. And there's 7 apple trees in here that I came in with my big mower and I opened them all up. And then from there I moved over to the oak trees. There's 9 different oak trees in here that are rain and acorns. But with all the underbrush, the deer could not come in here and eat on it or feed on it. So after we did that, it seemed like the deer activity just really picked up in here. And take it 2 steps back, the only reason we were actually monitoring this spot originally was because it was our parking lot. We were putting a trail camera by our trucks, and we were finding out that during the rut, these deer liked to cruise this spot, and they'd run right down the road. And he didn't come down the road, but he was running north to south, basically in between 2 different bedding areas. And I had done some previous rattling earlier, so I don't know if he's coming in to investigate. And I also had a hot doe in here yesterday, so you know, that combination right there is deadly when it comes to the pre-rut. But super thankful also to make a really good shot on this deer. It was 18 yards, perfect, right where I needed to be. Waited till he was perfectly broadside, and then he was kind of looking to see what was going on, or investigating to see if that doe was here or those other bucks were here, and a squirrel had got his attention. So as soon as he turned his head, it gave me enough time to get the camera positioned on him and really take my time and pick my spot, and I hit him absolutely perfect. Had a total pass through and he ran 80 yards dead. And he's heavy, but gonna get him to the butcher shop and the taxidermist, and all I have to say at this point is bull hunt or die, baby.
Alright guys, it is the morning of October 23rd. Nice cool morning. I think it's going to warm up today. It's just now getting light enough to do an interview, but so far I've had a pretty good morning. I've seen six deer so far. Does and fawns. But no bucks yet, but we'll see. And nothing close enough to shoot either, 'cause I'll still shoot a doe. I was hoping them big bucks would be on their feet, kind of checking does this morning. I'll be out here for another couple hours and then get back and start working. Also hearing some turkeys off in the timber, so here in Missouri you get 2 archery turkey tags when you buy your permits, so if one of them comes out in the plot, I might be a quick hunt. Shoot it, grab it, go. But hopefully we're looking for some deer with some antlers. guess my spring turkey season carried over into fall deer hunting. I heard them in the woods this morning when I was doing my opening interview. They even said if one comes out, might make it a quick hunt and shoot a turkey. It flopped over in the woods just a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's dead. Well, that was exciting. I mean, I was hoping for a big old buck or something, but I guess I'll take a long beard.
Hi guys, here's my first fall turkey of 2018. It's October 23rd. I was out here after some big bucks, but these 3 longbeards came into the plot. And I got to go to work, so I got 2 archery turkey tags in my pocket, so I figured, why not? So I took one, made a great shot, only went about 10 yards from impact, so them Spitfire Triple X's really hurt these turkey and deer. So, but yeah, proud of this bird. Glad I made a good shot. Not very much tracking, and I'm gonna eat good tonight. It's a pretty good bird. It's got probably about inch spurs on one, 1.125 on the other, and then a pretty thick, I don't know, 10-inch beard. Just a great bird. Finally glad to be on the board, and hopefully get them big bucks working in now. But till I see you again, bow hunt or die.
You know, this is always something I think about, right? You know, you spend all this time being sneaky to get into the stand. You do all this great stuff. Do you, I mean, gosh, do you shoot the coyote? Do you shoot the turkey? Or, I mean, if it's the rut now, I mean, it's getting a little more serious. What do you do? Tell me what you do.
If it's a coyote, I'm shooting it. I didn't even buy a fall turkey tag because I don't want to be tempted. I don't even have an archery tag because I killed enough turkeys this spring that I don't care.
That's good.
Let them walk right by. How about you? What are you doing? You shooting one? You got a fall turkey tag?
I'm shooting. I'm just going for everything this year. I'm mixing it up. I told you I'm doing different things this year.
Let arrows fly.
They're flying.
Fair enough.
I'm
Fair
shooting.
enough. So I know Kent's had a pretty slow fall in terms of buck sightings and deer. So obviously he took the opportunity and he did let the arrow fly at that turkey. So congratulations to Kent. Now let's talk about Tommy. Man, what a great hunt.
I'm feeling pumped, man. Tommy was pumped in that deer stand, Justin.
Maybe a little too pumped at times.
We even cut a few things out that we were even Justin and I were like, whoa.
It made me uncomfortable a little bit. Some of the noises that were coming out of his mouth.
I want to focus on something that I think is really important with this episode, though, Justin. And listen, to Tommy's credit, hands down, the guy worked his butt off on that lease. I mean, I got to admit it. I mean, he created that spot. He really did. Mm-hmm. I mean, he put a lot of time in the lease, and I think there's a perfect example of you can do things to create really good deer hunting spots.
Yeah. Well, and I think an important takeaway from this is, Tommy saying we put that stand there. I should say Tommy put that stand there because of 2 years of trail camera data leading up to this year, which just said like, hey, the deer are using this in daylight.
Because we did park and get dressed there and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
We were too lazy. We were just being lazy. It was dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where sometimes it takes a couple years to really figure out a piece of property, and not all of us always have that luxury. I've definitely hunted places for 1 year and then been out and on to the next place. But if you have the opportunity to learn a place for a couple of years and start figuring out what the deer are doing, that was really what led Tommy to that buck. And the other cool thing about that particular deer is, it's a deer we had some history with in terms of trail camera pictures. I saw him twice. I saw him 2 years ago when he had the busted up rack. Had an encounter with him late season last year. Matt Miller actually passed that deer last year at his lease, which was like 2 miles away during the late season. He was chasing does. But the interesting thing about that deer is he normally doesn't show up on our lease until late season. We normally don't get pictures of him until like Thanksgiving on. And this year he was there most of the summer and most of the fall. He just never left this year.
And again, I'd have to give it to Tommy's credit because and you credit. I mean, you guys have done a lot of work out there. You guys have planted extra food plots. I mean, we have changed that piece of property. And I think that also could be a reason why more bucks are strolling through there.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple of other shooters out there on that particular farm. So congrats to Tommy. I know he was pumped up, man. He made a perfect shot.
That was what we all
There was
want.
A blood trail that a blind person could have followed. So congratulations to him.
Except for the one part in the video where you're like, Tommy, it's right in front of you over there.
He was up in the woods a little ways. Tommy was pretty excited. He had tunnel vision. So congrats again to him. Thanks, guys, for watching. We are going to have a couple extra episodes coming at you this week. week. This is going to be the first of 3. So we've got another episode. We haven't figured out when it's coming, Wednesday or Thursday, and then we'll have the Friday morning show as always. So thanks for watching. Guys, be on the lookout for the new episodes. Bowhunt or Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunt or Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
All right, well, it's been raining for probably about another...
Action. Okay, now we're really paying attention. So we are gonna...
Now we're paying attention.
We're gonna come, we are going to...
We're going to watch both hunts, and then we're going to do the ending.
I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. I'm freaking out a little bit. Boom. Man, okay, so... When he was stopped and he looked away, I'm like, now's my time. Say no more. I've seen enough. You're getting it. Boom. Got him. All right, I got to get down.